Digi Music Entertainment Radio on Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on Radio 103.9. I'm DeJon with Shawn Harvey, Janice, Segure, and Krystal, Garner. Of course, we got the super producer, engineer, Giant in the building, and our DJ is DJ Gully, straight out of the Hearst in Queens. Shout out to my daughter. She is tuned in. What's up, IKEA? And my grandbabies in the car, I believe. What's up, Hot Day? Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yes.
We are sponsored in part by J&L Tax, CPA authorized. I'm talking about a certified public accountant, not your regular people that go to a tax school for 2 weeks. This guy is actually official. J&L Tax. They do business and personal tax. They're located at 1360 Loring Avenue in Brooklyn. If you switch from another provider right now, they give you $100 cash. If you bring somebody with you, an additional $50. The number is 718-277-0200. www.jandltax.com. Call for your free consultation right now at 718-277-0200. That's J&L Tax. Also, 500 Men Making a Difference with the Community Corner. That's coming up next. With Wayne Deverish is in the building. We also have Bedford Hall. We were there. We brought the cast of Married but Single 2. Hakeem G. Flowers, Genuine, Bill Bellamy, Lamaya Good, Jacarius Johnson, the actual playwright and producer. He was in the building at Bedford Hall. Great food, great entertainment, great people, great drinks. Come enjoy comedy, poetry, live bands, top shelf DJs. Gully was in the building last week, and they're open 7 days a week. The owner, just tell the owner, Calvin, that DeJon and Digi Music sent you in the building. Vincent Thompson will be coming up next. He's a franchise owner of Century 21, and he's going to be talking about home ownership and buying houses. He got a couple of new programs to tell you about. It's Radio 103.9 Digi Music Entertainment Saturdays. We have a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
My name's Tina, and I'm from Southern California.
Are you calling from Southern California right now?
I am in Southern California right now.
Oh, wow. So how are you listening? Are you online?
Yeah, I'm online.
Oh, great. Well, we appreciate all the way on the West Coast you tuning in. What's your feelings and your thoughts about the topic? You are calling in about the immigration topic, am I correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so
I just want to say, first, I'm not a proponent of tearing families apart because, that's definitely not right. And I know people whose husbands have been deported or, college students whose parents have been deported. But my question to them, if they've lived in the United States for 20, 30 years, why is it that they've never started the process to get their citizenship? And then, on top of that, why would you not do that and you just prefer for your children and your family to live in fear of deportation? Seems like they should have started to do something earlier, and then they wouldn't have to live in that fear and have these things possibly happen to them.
Okay. Well, do you have any ideas or thoughts about why they wouldn't start the process?
Well, what I've heard is that it's costly, and they just don't think it'll happen, or they don't have the money to do it.
Okay. All right.
That's primarily
DeJon, the caller just brought up something really good, because a good point, because Janice and KG, we were discussing off air. Like, I know we have this immigration topic that we're talking about, but we were talking about, like, how much does it really cost to enter the country the right way?
It's like $10,000 or so, and then on top of that, now there's this one lady I know, her husband was deported, and they are from Mexico, or at least she's a U.S. citizen. He is not, so he had to go back to Mexico. So she's, going back and forth every month to visit with her husband, and she has spent so far $50,000, and her husband is still not home, and he has been in the United States since he was 2 weeks old. So you fault the parent for one.
Yeah, I understand that. So $50,000 in transportation fees and what have you, but to get legal documents, about how much would that cost? You said $10,000 with a lawyer fees?
I've heard it's like $10,000 fees and everything, and then it's still not guaranteed.
Yeah, so it's not guaranteed, but the actual number for 2017 is $725 for the application fee plus the background check, and that's per person. And if you're 75 and older, you got to pay an extra fee, but then that's per person in the family. So You don't know how many people are in the family. Then you got to pay for getting here, and you have to pay for living and staying and maintaining here. So it is costly. But that application, as of 2017, is $725.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Yes, but then they still rather live in fear, and that's so unfortunate for the children.
well, you know, it's $720 whatever dollars that she said. I think with that kind of number, and also that there hasn't been a fear of deportation, people get comfortable and relax, and they just don't do anything about it.
Right.
So we
They get
appreciate you
complacent.
calling all the way from the West Coast.
Right.
We really appreciate you tuning in.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Well,
Yeah, Digi Music Entertainment Radio. Hey, man, that was a great call.
Well, great. You know, it's something like what we talked about again off air when you talked about a situation where you're trying to enter Canada, and you had these issues trying to get into Canada, but the people coming from Mexico, there's really not an issue. It's only $720 they could get in, but the issue might.
Sean, it's not that easy.
It's not that easy.
It's not that easy. You're right. It's not that easy, but it seems like. We have these illegal immigrants coming to this country, and we welcome them. But when we want to get into Mexico or Canada, and if there's any discrepancy on our record, we can't even get into that country.
Well, this is true. This is true. Well, you know, this is a great country. America is considered the best country in the world. So it's a lot different with us going there and them coming here. Everybody wants to come here. It's a free world. I mean, not now, because things are a little different. It seems like we're entering a dictatorship. Right. That's what it seems like right now. Like we're entering a dictatorship.
Yes.
I mean, he's a few executive orders away from it being called a dictatorship. We have a caller on the line.
Dictatorship.
We have a caller on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello?
Hello.
Yes. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yes, my name is Marie, and I'm calling from Mount Vernon.
Well, how you doing, Marie? What's your thoughts and feelings on the topic?
Well, the thoughts and feelings are, I feel that Trump is right because they come over here, they work. I know they work for a low wage.
You got to you have to turn your radio down.
They save their money, they send it back to their country, you know, and they contribute, but they don't contribute a whole lot. They contribute a little bit. And I feel that he's right to do it.
Okay. We appreciate the call. Next time you call, you got to turn your radio down, okay?
Seems like a lot of people are agreeing with the 45th president in a sense.
Yes.
Well, people fail to remember, and if you look at our history, we did not own this country. We came here and stumbled across it, and there were people here already. So in actuality, everyone is an immigrant. Everyone is an immigrant. How dare you come into this country, cause a genocide? Like, I don't understand how we are not paying attention to our history in our own country. And then as far as African Americans, we were dragged here. So I don't understand how people are sitting here agreeing with someone who actually is an immigrant himself.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of people don't like the way he's doing it, but they understand why something has to be done. I believe, you know, they get the sense
I believe in protecting the country. I don't believe in putting good people out. I believe in all the felons and the violent people coming over here committing violent crimes. They should go. I do agree with that. Period. You know, you don't. And I have children, and I have a wife, and I have a family, and I wouldn't want them to come across a immigrant that is a violent felon. They need to go. Everybody else who's working and trying to make a living, and they're really, you know, living the American dream or trying to live the American dream, they should stay. That's the bottom line. Of course, people got to be vetted a certain way. They have to do it a certain way. By all means, do it. But Donald Trump is not the way to go. There's a diplomatic way to approach this, and this is not diplomatic. This is a dictatorial way to do it.
Facts.
But you know, Ray, it's funny that you say that because I have to go to Mexico in a few weeks to, I'm a stand-up comedian, but like,
don't go.
I don't want to. Right? Like, I'm scared to leave. I'm scared to leave the country.
You may not be able to get back in.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
We have another caller on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, hi. So I've been listening to the show, and I just want to say that immigration is not a problem in the United States. Immigration from Mexico to the U.S. is at net zero. The most immigrants are coming from Poland and Eastern Europe. This is about race.
So you're saying that
The Trump administration, what they're trying to do, they believe that the country is currently having a white genocide. That's what Steve Bannon believes. So the only way to save white people and the purity of that race is to get out people of color. That is literally what they believe. So, and that's why you're seeing this big push to get out people of color, to go after Muslims, to send the National Guard to Chicago. It has nothing to do with safety. White people do more damage in the U.S. than any undocumented person.
Sheesh.
White men are actually the biggest terrorists in America.
So you see this as being racism. That's what you're saying. This is all about racism.
Absolutely. Because if we wanted to go after terrorists, we'd have to go after white men. The most terrorist attacks on U.S. soil happen by white men.
Interesting. Where do you get your information from?
So I'm an organizer and an activist, and you can find this information from the FBI.
Nice. Thank you.
The FBI Bureau, they do a report every single year on crime stats, and you can get this information.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes.
We appreciate the call.
Definitely.
Thank you very much. We're going to go into a music break. It's Digi Music Entertainment Radio right here on Radio 103.9. I'm DeJon, Shawn Harvey, Janice, Segure, and Krystal Garner's in the building. Let's turn it back over to Gully right here on Radio 103.9.